I noticed something about myself recently. It was one of those days where nothing was really wrong. My schedule wasn't overwhelming. There wasn't anything urgent happening. And yet I felt behind. Like I was already late for something, like I needed to hurry, like there wasn't enough time in the day. And I caught myself moving through everything just a little bit faster, answering messages quickly, thinking about the next thing before I had finished the current thing I was working on, feeling like I needed to just get through this day. And at some point, I just paused and thought, why do I feel like I'm running when nothing is chasing me? And that question really stayed with me because I looked at the actual reality of my day. There was plenty of space, there was plenty of time. Nothing had changed externally, but internally, it felt completely different. And that's when it started to become really clear to me. This wasn't about time. I I started noticing it in smaller moments too, like making breakfast. Instead of just being there, I was already thinking about what I needed to do next or what I needed to do all day long. And something simple like just going for a walk and realizing I wasn't actually walking, I was planning, organizing, anticipating. It was like I was slightly ahead of myself, never fully where I actually was. And what I began to see was this: the feeling of not enough time wasn't coming from my schedule. It was coming from the way I was relating to the moment I was actually in. There was this subtle pressure to move faster, to do more, to stay ahead. And the more I followed that feeling, the less time I actually felt like I had. And then something else clicked. I've seen this pattern before, just in different forms with food, feeling like it isn't enough. So we take more. With money, feeling like it won't last. So we spend or we avoid. Or with relationships, feeling like something is missing, so we try to fix and control. And here it is again with time. So instead of trying to fix it, I started just noticing. And the next time I felt the pressure to rush, I didn't immediately follow that urge. I just paused and stayed with what it was that I was doing for a few seconds longer. Like it wasn't anything dramatic, but enough to feel a difference. And what I noticed was that moment didn't actually change, but my experience of it did. And it also made me realize something that feels really, really simple, but it's also so easy to miss. We spend so much time trying to manage our lives from the outside, organizing, planning, adjusting, but rarely do we pause long enough to notice, what is the pattern I'm bringing into this? Because if the pattern doesn't change, it doesn't matter how much time you create. It will still feel like it's not enough. And this is something that I've seen not just in myself, but in so many people that I work with. We try to change the structure of our life without seeing the subtle ways we're experiencing them. And those patterns, they don't just live in one place, they move. They show up in our health, our relationships, our sense of time until we actually see them. So if you've been feeling like there's never enough time, maybe nothing is actually wrong with your schedule. Maybe there's just something quieter happening underneath it. And this isn't something that's meant to be fixed, just something to begin to notice. If this resonates with you, you can explore more at Explore.Yoga.Health.com. And if it feels like you're starting to notice this pattern in your own life, there is space to go deeper into that exploration with a guide.